Hey everyone, my name is Lucas and I'm the new guy on YouTube. On this channel you will get information about stuff I care about in a short and concise way. I'm not here to waste your time after all. While many news outlets want you to believe that fully autonomous cars are years away, some arguing even decades, I want to give you a couple of good reasons why they will happen much sooner. Today, a car can easily travel 300 miles on a highway without a human driver, but that is not autonomous driving. A car becomes autonomous when it knows how to drive on highways, in cities, on parking lots, and all other places where we currently drive our vehicles. And when it drives much safer than an average human driver. Only then is it going to operate autonomously. There are many different approaches to solving the problem of autonomous cars. While some companies try to put as many sensors as they can on their vehicles, for example Waymo or Cruise, others, like Tesla, have a very different approach. Waymo's goal is to drive autonomously in an already pre-mapped area. To anyone wondering, pre-mapping works like this. Waymo takes a car with sensors and shows it its surroundings for any given route. In a city center, the car now knows that 250 meters after junction A, there is a big tree, shortly followed by a pedestrian crosswalk. The car has already been on this particular route when it was trained. It does not see the situation for the first time and thus already kind of knows what will be going on. That process is very resource intense, both time and money-wise. Tesla's approach is to use cameras, however. Connected with an advanced neural network, these cameras try to understand their surroundings and act accordingly, even if the car has never been there before. This is a completely different approach to solving autonomy for cars. But why does Waymo already have fully autonomous vehicles on the road and Tesla doesn't, you might ask? The difference about the two approaches is the use case. Tesla's approach is very different to Waymo's. Tesla has its fleet of vehicles that, based on camera input into the computer, try to understand their surroundings and understand how drivers tend to react if they see XYZ in the camera footage. For Waymo to be able to ride on every road in the US, they would have to pre-map every road in the US, similar to what Google Street View does. But because the surroundings will change constantly, for example when there are roadworks, it becomes pretty unlikely that will be the way full autonomy is going to be solved. So how is it going to be solved, and why will that possibly happen in the next couple of years? Well, I'm glad you asked. The general solution to fully autonomous vehicles is, in my opinion, not going to be developed by a company like Waymo or Cruise. Rather, I believe that it will be a company like Tesla who solves this advanced artificial intelligence problem. Because every new Tesla on the road since 2019 has 8 cameras and an advanced computer chip, Tesla's data is growing exponentially. Every Tesla driver trains the neural net while driving, and the vehicle sends this data back to Tesla. Currently, there are about 800 to 900,000 vehicles with this capability on the road and counting. This year alone, it will most likely double to around 1.7 million cars who help train the system. With more data from more places on Earth, Tesla gets to know the awkward corner cases that make it so difficult for cars to drive 100% of the time without requiring a human to correct its mistakes. So, why are cars not decades away from autonomous driving, contrary to what many news outlets and experts say? Here's why. More data means a more capable system. Over time, the neural net then only seeks corner case data because it knows the normal 99.99%. The more corner cases it knows, the better the system and thus the closer it is to full autonomy. The fleet, which gathers data, is also growing at a rapid pace. So more vehicles means even more data. So, what could be the reasoning behind when news outlets report that it may take decades to solve this advanced artificial intelligence problem? Well, in my opinion, they do not factor in a growing number of vehicles that train the system. If progress was as slow as it had been 5 years ago, then it probably would take decades. But it is not. Progress is accelerating. To summarize, I want to be clear that I am not a magician and know how things will play out. The most likely outcome today may vary substantially to what might actually happen in the future. But from data available today, it seems most likely that full autonomy will be solved by an advanced neural network with cameras, not radar, LiDAR, or any other sensor technology. And currently, the only one concentrating on cameras is Tesla. Also, Tesla has a big advantage to solving this problem because they have huge amounts of real-world data to train their software. And more data means a more advanced software. And a more advanced software means a better technology to show to regulators to approve it. The faster the fleet of data-gathering vehicles grow, the closer we come to autonomy. And that's exactly what is happening. Many people seem to be blind to this fact, unfortunately. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My name is Lucas, I'm the new guy, and I hope to see you in future episodes.